All right. Hey, Math Teacher Bestie. Kristen Moore here, your host on the Modern Math Teacher Podcast. And I have got a spicy one for you today that I have been so excited. I literally rewrote my September, October calendar for podcasts just so that we could talk about this today. Friends, here it is. AI is already in your classroom. It just is. But the real question is, do your students know how to use it responsibly? And do you have a plan for that? All right, that's it. In today's episode, we're talking about why every teacher, yes, even math teachers, should consider creating an AI classroom policy, what it should include, and how to teach AI literacy without needing a computer science degree. This one is practical, it's powerful, and it's a little bit futuristic, but not in a scary way. So if you're up for it, let's do this. First up, AI can't be ignored. Here's the truth. AI isn't coming, it is already here. Students are using ChatGPT, amongst many other things, to do their homework. Some are using it well, and some are copying and pasting basically nonsense, okay? And most teachers are stuck somewhere between curiosity and panic, okay? But the real danger is not talking about it at all, okay? Creating an AI classroom policy doesn't mean that you are banning all AI. It means that you are going to set clear expectations about what's allowed, what's not, and how we use these tools ethically and productively. Okay. We create device policies, grading policies, late work policies. Why wouldn't we create one for something that is this powerful? So, let's talk about the nuts and bolts of an AI policy, okay? Your AI policy doesn't need to be long or fancy, but it should cover these things. One, what is acceptable use? What tools are allowed for which assignments or tasks? And what's an okay for idea generation versus completion, okay? So think, you can use AI tool to brainstorm practice problems, but not to complete your homework for you or your project reflections, right? If you're doing a PBL unit. Okay. Two, disclose expectations. Students should always indicate when and how they used AI. Model it with citations or reflection prompts like, what did AI help you with? What do you still need to do on your own? In my math class, I've asked students that if they need to use AI to check a problem, I want them to then write the AI written answer in another color, in a pen that is different from their original work. They, one, have to try it first on their own. They can fail unbelievably. Then they can use AI to help them. They just have to disclose, and the way they do that is by changing the color of their pen. All of my students thought that that was completely acceptable. And I said, I'm not going to mark you down. I just need to know when I'm walking around and I'm checking your homework and working with you on this activity that I know what you know versus what you needed AI to help you with so I can help clear the misconceptions. That's the key here, okay? So, what's acceptable? Disclosure expectations, how your students are going to let you know that they used AI without it being a problem, okay? That's really the foundation of like AI literacy, knowing when and how to use these tools appropriately. Okay. And then part three is consequences for misuse. If you have clear boundaries, there are fewer gray areas. Cell phones are expected to be up in the pocket. If a cell phone is out, you've violated that and now you're getting written up, right? AI is not allowed on this assignment at all. You've been caught using AI. Here is the consequence. You can use AI to support you in problem solving, like I just said with my practice assignments. You mark it with a different color pen, we're good to go. You do it, I find out you copied and you're cheating, consequences, okay? So think about their academic integrity with like a tech twist there, okay? And yes, you can absolutely adjust your policy as educational technology trends evolve. AI is just getting started. So no one's expecting perfection here, just intentionality. And that's it. That's all you need to get started with your AI policy for your class. What is acceptable? Maybe also indicate what tools aren't acceptable ever, okay? So what is and is not acceptable, how students disclose that they used AI, and consequences for misuse. Three simple things there, okay? Now, you can weave AI awareness into your math class without going into a full STEM lab. Okay. So there's some really cool ways that you can work with AI and you can have your students work with AI and you can talk about it and teach about it. So you can use an AI lesson plan generator for you. Show your students how you use AI to help plan a task, but customize it, right? Let them compare the AI version to your edited version. That's going to help them think about critical thinking and revision and the whole process behind it. Plus, it lets them know like you like AI, it's a useful tool. Here's how you use it ethically and responsibly. You are still the expert in the room. You're modeling how you used it as a resource and how you improved on it. Okay. You can also assign an AI comparison task. So give students a problem and an AI generated solution. Ask them to critique it, find the errors, improve the explanation. Suddenly, they're thinking like teachers and seeing how we know that you never taught them how to write something with a subscript, and suddenly they're turning in work with subscripts and it's all wrong because that is not at all the notation. Have them do a comparison. A lot of times, the large language models like ChatGPT, they're just that. They're language models. They're not great for solving math or explaining math. So, giving them a tool like this in a with a tool that is or giving them a task like this with a tool that is prone for errors is a great way to show them this is why you can't just rely on this, okay? Also, you can include reflection questions. Like how could AI help with this task or this problem? Where might it fall short? You'll be shocked at how thoughtful your students' answers are. Okay. So, really, the point here is that we are not going to teach them to use AI blindly. We're teaching them to use it. We're teaching them to use it ethically, critically, creatively, and intentionally. Okay. It is a tool to learn, just like every other tool in our toolkit in math class, right? All right, guys. So, your big takeaway from today, you need to create a starter AI classroom policy. Nothing fancy, just a 3-line section in your syllabus, a slide in your lesson, or a discussion with your students. If you need help, I've got a sample template. I will share it inside the Facebook group and keep updating it as tools evolve. Remember, you guys, you don't need to be an AI expert to model AI responsibly. You just need to open the conversation. So, create that AI policy, team up with teachers in your building to talk about what is and isn't acceptable, come up with a full math department agreement. What tools are allowed? Which tools aren't allowed? When can they do it? How do they have to tell us that they've used AI? And what happens if they use it wrong? 3 simple things, you guys. All right, guys, until next time, keep it real and AI responsible. Bye.